happy Friday. How is it Friday already? This week is flying by. Today is Friday the 21st of April and 2017, and today, including today, there's 10 days left of SSSVEDA, where I vlog every day in April. So I had written on my list of possibilities of things to talk about, to talk to you about things you might not know about me. And then I saw going around on Instagram, there's this thing about 20 things you might not know about me. And then I was tagged by my BFF, my best fiber friend, Jilly of the Knitting Broomstick podcast. She's vegan, Jilly on Ravelry. And she tagged me in that 20 things. So I thought I would kill two birds with one stone. So I made a list of 20 things you might not know about me, and I'm going to share it in detail about them here. And I'm just going to put the list on Instagram. So if you're watching here, you're getting more details. Yay! Okay, 20 things you might not know about me on my Post-it note. First up, my freshman year of high school, I was a cheerleader. I know, right? I didn't keep up after that. It was not what I expected, but it was fun to try for a bit. Number two, I used to be a singer. In fact, when I started college, I was majoring in music. That's a whole nother story, but I sang in choirs and also solo stuff for, gosh, like 10 or more years. More than that, probably 15, 20 years. And I love singing and I miss it. But we do get to sing every Sunday in church, and I love singing hymns, so that's fabulous. In fact, you heard that if you watched my Easter video, you heard music from our church on Easter Sunday. So I love singing a lot. Well, you get that on the podcast sometimes too, because sometimes I just break into song. That's just how it is. That is not abnormal in our house for one of us to break into song. For Dammy or I to break into song, the hubs does not. Number three, pink was not always my favorite color. I know, right? So you remember in the 90s where hunter green and maroon were like, or burgundy were like the it colors? Yeah, those were my favorite colors for a while. Yellow for a while. And then pink. And I'm not a girly girl. I mean, like I even talked to y'all earlier in one of these videos about that I don't wear makeup. And, I mean, I do have pink hair and I usually have my nails painted. That one's fun. But I'm not a girly girl. So, but I love pink. Number four, I am an epic klutz. I'm so klutzy. In fact, when we lived in the States, still we owned a pair of crutches because I would need them so often. The interesting thing is after we got over here to the UK and I finally got in to see specialists about my fibromyalgia and such, they diagnosed me with an additional thing called hypermobility. And that is the reason that my ankles fold under me so often, or that I have problems with my knees and shoulder and elbows and hips and all that in combination with fibromyalgia. But I saw a podiatrist here, and they custom made a pair of insoles for my shoes, and I'm not having near as much problem with my ankles going under me. I mean, obviously, sometimes there's pavement stones loose here and you step on it and it slides and that, but just normal walking, I'm not really having that problem. Now, I still spill stuff on me. It's a constant thing. I spill dinner on me almost every night. I know. But, yeah. Anyway. Okay. Number five. I used to be a Dallas Cowboys football fan. I was born in Grand Prairie, Texas, and so I was raised that way. I'm really not into any professional sports anymore. There's just so much. I mean, I could do a whole nother video on that, but I won't. But yeah, there's just so much negative and that happens in professional sports, and all that money, and just, yeah. So I'm not really a sports fan anymore. Number six. I did not start drinking coffee until I was in college. And even then, it was like a rarity. It was like, oh, I need to stay up late tonight to finish working on this paper. Coffee. And it had to be big time creamer and sugared up. And now I drink black coffee with coconut milk in it, and that's it. I mean, I still drink. I like my fun drinks when I'm going to Starbucks, which is my favorite coffee shop. My current drink of choice at Starbucks is a burnt caramel latte with coconut milk and no cream. But typically, like, I'll order just like a vanilla latte with coconut milk if they have it, or if I'm a place that doesn't have that, with soy milk. And yeah. But now I drink coffee every single day, and usually multiple times a day. Number 7, I'm an ordained minister. That's right. So I can marry and bury people. I used to be a hospital chaplain, which I'm going to talk about, I think, in another... I have another sticky note over here of possible things to talk about, and chaplaincy is one of them. So I will talk about that in detail when I do that video. But yes, I am the Reverend C.C. Allman. And the Hubs is also a Reverend. So we are the Reverends Allman. How fun is that? Number 8. Something that I share with my friend Jilly. Maps confuse me. And I constantly go the wrong direction. Even when I have like Google Maps open on my phone and it's telling me which direction to go, I get confused, and I like usually 9 times out of 10 walk the wrong direction and then realize it and have to turn around and go the other way. I know. Number 9, I am in love with salted caramel. I know, it's like the new pumpkin spice, which I still adore pumpkin spice, but salted caramel you can do like year round, and oh my gosh. Ice cream, cookies, brownies, coffee. Oh, I love salted caramel. Yum. Number 10, my real name, because y'all all know me as Cece. What is my real name? Christy Cherie Cece. So here's the funny thing. I have a sister who's like just over 3 years younger than me, and her name is Carrie Calloway. So until she was born, my parents did refer to me as Cece. They still call me Christy too, but Cece. And then my sister was born, and she was also a Cece, and so that stopped. And then around the time I got married, I started going by Cece, but they won't call me Cece. They call me Christy still. And it's a Christie, which is one of the more uncommon ways to spell Christy. But Cece, Christy Cherie. Number 11, my favorite verse in the Bible is Zephaniah 3:17. I have it, you can't see it, but up here on my wall I have a thing of it hanging. And it says, "The Lord your God is with you. He is mighty to save. He will take great delight in you, quiet you with his love, and rejoice over you with singing." Love that verse. It's our family verse. Yeah, love that verse. Number 12, I don't really cook. In fact, the Hubs and Dammy, mostly Dammy, takes care of the cooking in the house because she enjoys doing it. I can cook, but I don't enjoy it at all. If I do have to cook, it's usually a casserole or something in the crock pot. I can make a mean crock pot pizza. But the Hubs and Dammy do most of the cooking. Number 13, when I started knitting, I swore I would never knit socks. I did not see the point. I was like, I can go to the big box store and buy 5 pairs for what it costs to buy 1 skein of yarn for a pair of socks. Well, we know that has changed, and I love my hand knit socks. Number 14, I did not intend to become a knitwear designer. What happened was, shortly after I started knitting socks, I was gifted a skein of yarn that desperately needed to be in a certain design, and I couldn't find one anywhere on Ravelry what I was looking for. So I designed it myself, and that was it. I ended up working with another yarn dyer for a colorway she had done that she wanted to do the same pattern in. So that's Anna of Toil and Trouble Yarn. So you can and have been able to for a number of years buy her. I can't remember what she calls it. It's a Doctor Who colorway, but you can buy her her skein of yarn with my pattern. My Rescue Me Chip Boy and Show Me the Stars pattern. And then because of that, I also started working with Julia of Pandia's Jewels, and we have done umpteen gazillion Doctor Who inspired patterns. I never intended to be a designer. Number 15, I am having a newly, what's the word? A re-interest, can that be a word? A re-interest in essential oils. I've used especially peppermint and geranium over the last few years, but very sparingly. And then I bought this necklace not too long ago, and it's a locket, and there's a felt ball in it, and you put essential oils on it, and then you can smell it all day long. And I have ordered some new oils, and my friend Tara is really into oils right now, and so she's been one of my go-tos, and then my bestie Katie is really into it, and I cannot wait. We're having a girls' weekend in a couple weeks. I cannot wait to talk with her more about essential oils, and yeah. So this is a it's a reignited interest. There you go. Number 16. My second toe is longer than my big toe. Yes, significantly longer. I've been told by some people that that means when you have that, it means you're intelligent. So I'll take it. Number 17, I am obsessed with spreadsheets and organization. I have spreadsheets for so many things, and I've shown y'all, I have Post-it notes everywhere. I can't pick up my bullet journal because there's a bunch of stuff laying on it right now. I adore spreadsheets and organization and stationery and pens and pencils and stickers, and but friends over the years have laughed at me because I'm like, oh, I'll make a spreadsheet for that. Number 18, I have not always had super short hair. I've had short hair over the years, but I think the time when I had the longest hair was probably my junior year of high school, and I'm going to talk about hair more in another video later this month. But in a nutshell, after I had Tammy, my hair thickened up a lot. And if I let it grow out very much, it pulls and it gives me migraines. And I already have migraines, and so thus the short hair. Number 19, I can type over 100 words a minute. Yep. I got quite a few secretarial jobs because I could type so fast. Yeah. And number 20, I love frogs, but not real frogs. I love cartoon frogs. You know, the cute little faces and the, yeah, in fact, I have, this is dirty, it needs to be dusted, but my friend, Anne, sorry, I lost her name, Anne Tudor, she works with glasswork, and she made me this pink frog on a copper lily pad in a little shot glass. How fun is that? I love frogs like that. I don't love frogs like the real ones. I'm like, no, that's okay. And that is 20 things you might not know. Oh, and one more thing. How in the world did I forget to tell y'all that I would love to have a coffee date yesterday? You know, when I was talking about coffee, how did I forget to tell y'all that I would love to have a coffee date with Lorelai Gilmore? How did I miss that? Somebody brought it to my attention that I forgot. And I guess it's just like, it's just assumed that I would have a coffee date with Lorelai Gilmore that I just forgot to mention it. Who knew? All right, that is 20 things you might not have known about me, but now you do. What about you? Is there something that I don't know about you that you think I'd be interested in? If so, post it below. And if you want to post about your 20 things that people may not know about you on Instagram, tag me and tell me that I'm the one that told you to do it. And I'd love to read yours. And that's it. Have a great Friday, and I will be back to talk to you tomorrow about something from my list of things to talk to you about. All right. Bye.